What is going on, dude? It's your boy Dude76 here, and welcome to another video. It's a video about why Charles Barkley is the most entertaining man on TV. So if you don't know who Charles Barkley is, then you've probably been living under a rock your entire life. This man was an NBA superstar back in the 80s and 90s. He played for the Sixers, the Suns, and the Rockets. At only 6'6", he was probably the greatest power forward for his size, right? He's probably the greatest player to never win a championship. After retiring in 2000, Chuck joined Inside the NBA on TNT with Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. This is where Charles blossomed into the TV superstar you know today. And with that being said, let's get into the reasons why Charles Barkley is the most entertaining man on television. Number 1, storytelling. Okay, so all great comedians have a way of telling stories. Normally they're describing a situation about something that happened in their life, and it ends with some sort of punchline. However, some of these stories seem a little bit too made up just to, fulfill the joke that's being told. Well, Charles isn't exactly a comedian. He's a basketball player, so he tells his stories just the way they are, But this adds a certain sense of genuineness to his stories, You really do believe that happened. And not to mention the stories that happen in Chuck's life are just absolutely hilarious too, so that just makes it that much more entertaining. This story about Charles Barkley and his bracelet is easily one of the funniest moments I've ever seen and probably has ever happened on television history.
Like, who made your bracelet? That looks like a great aggressive
I got this bracelet from a guy in the steam room back in Arizona.
You got what? Time out.
Hey, Kenny, quit asking questions, man.
You got the bracelet from a guy in the steam room. Explain, please. Please explain.
I saw this guy wear this in the steam room, and I noticed it's dark.
So what, did you ask him for it?
Are you kidding me?
And I did. We were talking. I said, that's a nice bracelet. And I said, I had never seen it before. And I asked him. I didn't ask him for it. So we get out of the steam room. We get dressed. He comes over. He said, man, you can have the bracelet.
Wait, I had a question. Were towels on or off in the
Towels were on.
Okay, that's all I'm saying, man.
Towels were on.
Okay, man.
Hey.
Yo, get out. He got me up. He's like, ask him about the bracelet.
Wait,
so I didn't know the story. My God.
Towels were on, Chuck.
Towels were on. But he was a real nice guy. He gave
Obviously, he was real nice. Oh, yeah. In the steam room.
And I guess
Was it a steam or a sauna?
This was sand. It was sauna.
Okay.
You know
No, it was a steam room, actually.
How'd you see that in the steam room?
Bulldogs in the steam room and bulldogs.
This is like sand from the Black Sea.
Yeah.
And this is...
You know what? Nobody's
shout him
listening.
out his name.
Nobody cares.
America's Greatest Makers. That's a great bracelet, man.
Hey, man, y'all can't make me feel bad. We had our towels on. There was 2 men talking in the steam room. Y'all haters, dude.
I'm not saying him anything wrong. I just...
Hey, you ever see yourself admitting, yeah, the guy in the steam room gave me his bracelet? I don't see that.
Don't tell nobody else that story, Chuck.
You're too late. You're too honest,
Y'all
man.
haters,
That's your
man.
problem, man. You
Hey, man, whatever your name is.
just say, hey, look,
I don't even know his name.
I don't know his name.
And then he gave you a bracelet in the steam room as he was rubbing oil on your back.
so
You don't
empty.
even know his name. Oh, man. The guy's rubbing oil on your back.
He wasn't rubbing all
He
over
gave
me.
you his bracelet.
He was rubbing all over my back, man. Hey, man, whatever your name is, thank you for my bracelet. They can't...
This is a dog. Get out of here, man. There you go. Go to commercial.
You lost a cup of water out here.
Oh, my God.
Look at this.
You got me crying, man. Come on, man. Hey, can I get your bracelet, please? Can I have your bracelet? Oh, nice bracelet, big guy.
Whatever your name is.
Whatever you do, wherever you are, thanks.
Man, thank you.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my gosh, man. You're hilarious, Chuck.
I had the privilege of seeing that moment live, and it was cracking me up. I was dying the entire time, and I just lost it when he said, whatever your name is. Like, come on, Chuck, dude. Charles Barkley, dude, what a freaking god. Here's another clip about Chuck talking about lotion in his eye.
12-9, Sacramento has the lead over Phoenix. Charles Barkley, of course, not playing after getting that hand lotion or body lotion in his eyes at the Eric Clapton concert was a story to tell.
Yeah, you had lotion in your eye and you couldn't play?
No, dude,
It wasn't hand lotion.
When did you
Kenny,
put
wasn't hand
the
lotion?
Why were you at a concert with lotion?
Exactly.
Wait, it was on my hand.
But why? Wait, no, not it was on your hand.
Yeah,
What were you
right
doing?
in your eye.
I was having a great time at the Eric Clapton concert.
Why would you be putting lotion in your hand?
I had it on my hands and I accidentally rubbed it in my eyes.
We understand you had it on your hand. Why
Let me
did
see
you
that
have
again.
lotion
Hey, man,
on
let me
your
see that
hand
again.
Man, I was
in the middle of a
serious,
concert?
Kidding.
Hey, I had a great time at the concert.
In the middle of a concert.
Did you also get a bracelet that night?
I'm telling y'all, man, y'all paid this. I was scared to death.
There's a story behind that.
No, dude, I was rushed to the hospital that night. I
No, we
couldn't
want to
see.
know why.
You were rushed to the hospital from the concert?
No, yeah, when I got home, I couldn't see. I had to call. I couldn't see. Y'all joking around, man. I was blind. I was blind for like 3 hours, Ernie.
No, I'm trying to figure out, like,
They had to
Yeah, what you
things
do
on
with
my
lotion
eye.
at a concert?
Hey, man, I'm telling y'all.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't that, Kenny.
Y'all haters, man.
Yeah, it wasn't
Y'all
I
that.
some
know, but
haters.
check. I'm just trying to figure out, like,
Yeah,
let's
why
say
you have-
you had a concert. You're like, hey, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't say. Who does that? Who does that in the middle of a concert?
I think it was like this.
Oh, my God.
The things this man says just absolutely cracks me up. And you know it's true too, so it just makes it that much more funny. Which brings me to my second point, honesty. Charles is always telling the truth, no matter what the subject matter is, He is always transparent to his audience. In a few occasions, Chuck is a little too honest. He gets too real with what he's talking about sometimes. This lets the world know what Charles is truly thinking in his head, which may not be the best of things. He's not the smartest guy in the world, or I guess the most politically correct guy either. But it is extremely entertaining to watch the crew analyze Chuck's thoughts. This following compilation, which is about Charles Barkley and the Woman of San Antonio, these are just a few clips of the many that are out there. These rants, as my boy EJ puts them, have been going on for over a decade, and Chuck still talks about them to this day. It's just happened in the playoffs recently in 2019, so it's just really you'll see.
I go to Portland, I'm gonna get all the free Nike stuff I want. If I go to San Antonio, I'm gonna get a bunch of churros.
What kind of women are in San Antonio?
Oh, some big old women down there.
Why would you say that?
That's a gold mine for Weight Watchers.
Why say that?
Why does every conversation about San Antonio eventually come around to...
They have spandex in San Antonio?
Oh, no. And Victoria, definitely a secret.
Oh, man.
They can't wear no Victoria's Secret down there. It's a secret. Some big old women.
Charles, all you're trying to do right now...
Hit him out the park.
It's like that. It's like slow pitch.
Victoria's Secret down there.
Oh, man.
It's not even slow pitch.
That's a gold mine. That's a gold mine, Chuck, for Weight Watchers.
They down there be wearing bloomers.
All he does...
They wear big old bloomers down there, and they're not wearing no...
In the event that San Antonio goes...
Ain't nothing skimpy down in San Antonio, Chuck.
And we're there.
How do you
Charles.
like you like the Riverwalk?
Oh, that's a creek. It ain't a river. Come on, man. That ain't
There's
no
a drive,
river.
way back.
Come on, man. That's a creek. A dirty creek, I might add.
Oh, man.
Ernie, would you eat fish out of there?
Nobody eats fish out
That's
of
my
there.
point.
Well,
if it was a river, you'd eat fish out of it.
Because, obviously, when the Chuckster goes off on these now familiar rants about the city of San Antonio and its inhabitants, he ruffles some feathers over.
Oh, really?
Like my Twitter blows up, doesn't yours? About what Chuck says about
Come on,
San
man.
Antonio.
You gotta have a sense of humor.
I know people, and we've heard it before, so we just kind of laugh it off. But Jamie took to the streets.
Oh, wow.
Local reaction.
So what did you think of Charles Barkley's comments?
Oh, the man they call the round mound of rebound.
First of all, I've never said they didn't have good-looking women in San Antonio.
Yes, you did.
No, he
What
didn't.
are you talking about?
I've never said
No,
they
he
got.
didn't.
First of all,
He never did. You're right. You're
let me
right,
say,
Chuck.
they are great-looking women.
How long did it take her to find those 5 women there?
You know, they invented the toothbrush down there.
I didn't ask you that. I asked you how long you think it took Jamie to find those 5 women to be on that interview?
No, they all know, man. It's a great city. I hope some people have.
Don't be backpedaling.
Backtrack.
Wait, don't be backtracking.
Wait, listen. I'm telling you the truth. I think it's a great city. I think they got the best organization in the NBA, but they do have some big old women down there. I mean, come on now.
You see what you do to him every time you go down.
I'm telling you, man. They be woofing them churros.
None of those. Hey, but none of those 5 ladies were big that you interviewed.
That's why it took her all day. Come on.
Could I see?
It took her all day.
It took me a wrong way to get there.
It took her all day to find 5 skinny women down there.
Do me one more favor. Just let me see the churro eating again one time.
Like my man, like Joey, you know how my man be eating hot dog, Joey Chestnut? That's why them big old women be eating those churros.
Double fist.
Oh, they be double fisting those churros, man.
Chuck, do it again.
Sugar be flying everywhere.
Chuck, do it again one more time.
Come on, man. Come on, Shaq. You know Victoria's the secret down there.
You eat churros. Oh, that's a replay. But show me how you would eat churros and drink Shaq soda. How would you eat churros and drink Shaq soda all at once?
Oh, man.
Strike that from the tape. Strike that from the tape.
Come on, man. Hey, listen, San Antonio, they got great-looking women in San Antonio.
And a river walk.
That's not a river, it's a creek.
And,
You know what you look like you know what he's doing. You look like you know what he's doing.
Hey, Chuck definitely knows what he's doing with that Shaq soda, if you know what I mean. You know, just Charles Barkley, dude, like, he just loves making jokes too. You know, it's just a great guy. Number 3, confidence. 3-ball, baby. Charles Barkley could care less of what people think about him. Just like he always tells the truth, he is always going to speak his mind. Nothing or no one, except maybe a producer, you know, reminding him that he's actually on national television, is going to stop Chuck from saying what he wants to say. Again, he is always going to express his own opinion, and this leads to some more just absolutely entertaining, hilarious moments on television, you'll see. Like you saw earlier, Chuck went on a few rants about the women of San Antonio. And after that, a few people had, a few comments to say about that.
50, we got a minute. Can I say something?
Yeah. That's why you're here.
Okay. You know, I've heard from some complaints from the people of San Antonio.
Why would that be?
Let me just say this. I heard they were talking about us on some stupid show called The Talk the other day. I don't know what that is. I heard that some idiot in San Antonio started a blog. Let me just say.
What's the blog?
I don't know.
Okay.
Listen, I'm just going to have fun on TV. You know I'm joking. I say San Antonio got a great organization. They got the best point guard. They got the greatest power forward ever. Some of you people don't like my sense of humor. Is what I got to say. Turn off your damn television. I'm not going to change. If you don't like me or the show, turn it off. And they want me to apologize. That's not going to happen.
What they want you to apologize for?
Me joking about those big old women down in San Antonio. So listen, y'all can write letters to your mama, your daddy, your uncle. I'm gonna have fun on television. You know that I'm joking around, but if y'all waiting on me to apologize, hell gonna freeze.
Wait, what are you apologizing for? I'm trying
those big old women down there.
Going on for 6 years.
And let me tell you, come on.
I think we're out of time.
Come on.
Thankfully.
What do they eat?
Churros on the house.
The fact that Chuck doubled down, even tripling down on his comments, just, you know, even though they weren't the smartest of comments, and I would not recommend saying that or agree with any of them, but just Chuck being Chuck, you know, just further, like, I don't know, intensifies the comedic effect of everything else he's saying, just the fact that he doubled down, and it just makes it that much more funny, you know? In this next clip, I guarantee you Charles wasn't thinking before he was speaking. Like, he probably got so much hate after this, like, after what he said, and he still probably didn't care, you know, what people thought. Keep in mind though, this clip was taken from 10 years, like over 10 years ago, and definitely would not fly in today's world, but enjoy this one.
Hey, I'm gonna just tell you something. Women be milking that baby thing too.
Oh, okay.
Charles.
What would you pregnant like?
Being pregnant, it can't be nearly as bad as playing a basketball game with a sprained ankle.
It is.
I tried to stop. You heard me try to stop him.
I'm telling you.
You heard me try to stop him.
Chuck,
Come on.
why you never buy a woman a watch?
Say it again, kid.
Why you never buy a woman a watch?
Because there's a clock on the stove.
I just wondered. I always wondered why,
Come on, Ernie.
I've heard it all before.
So my fourth and final point of why Charles Barkley is the most entertaining man on TV is teammates. Chuck is very lucky to have some great teammates around him, during his show, in Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Shaq, of course. The chemistry between the four guys is unlike any other in television. They mesh together so well, and it really does seem like four guys just hanging out and watching, talking about basketball. It's just super fun to be around, fun to watch, I mean, I've never been around, but just so entertaining to watch, and just like four dudes just talking about basketball, just so genuine, just so natural too. And the way they urge Chuck, they keep provoking his comedic mind by asking him the right questions, shows off more of his, I guess, comedic humor, just his humor and everything. It's really cool to see. Even the way the producers or the cameramen, you can hear them laughing in the background sometimes, on the set. Just shows it's actually just raw, conversation. It's just hilarious. This man is just stupid funny. It's just watching on TV just cracks me up all the time too. And I love basketball, so it's just cool to watch. This segment about the Phoenix Suns is a perfect example of that.
They're burning down that Phoenix bridge.
I guess you won't get invited to a game.
Oh, they keep inviting me to games too, Ken. What the hell?
You won't have to worry about that anymore. 111.
I want to go watch that.
111.
Come on, man.
105. Houston a winner.
Say about the nacho
Over the Phoenix Suns.
Old cheese shack. And the chips are stale.
Oh, man. Come on, man.
Phoenix turning it over 24 times.
What about the seats and the cushions on the seat when you sit down in the seats?
Oh, man, those chickens, they're dirty seats.
Are we really going to continue with this thing?
It ain't that bad in Phoenix, is it?
Really
It's
bad.
that bad.
How about the parking over there, Chuck?
It's plenty of parking.
See, there's a good thing.
Yeah, you can park right next to the arena.
All right.
Hey, you can buy one of them seats up the top and move right down by center court.
Oh, man. It's that bad in
bad,
Phoenix?
man.
I didn't realize it was that bad in Phoenix, man. Is it still sunny outside up in Phoenix?
Man, it's been cold. El Nino, it's been raining. That's how bad. It's been cold in Phoenix. It's been raining for the last month. El Nino.
Amazing, man.
You feel like you got a few things off your chest here tonight?
I just feel bad because the reason I live in Phoenix, they got the best fans in the world, and they deserve better.
Okay.
They deserve better than they're getting right now.
So you could have just said that.
That was enough, man, but I didn't realize it was that bad.
Yeah, come on, man. Listen, come on, man. You can't serve cold nachos.
Oh, okay.
And the thing is, some place they give you good nachos, they put jalapenos. The Suns be putting pickles on it.
Oh, come on, Sons, it can't be that bad out there in Phoenix, man.
They trying to trick people. They used to put jalapenos on the nacho. They're trying to trick people and put pickles on it.
Oh, my God. How many referees they get for their games?
Oh, man, listen, they can only use 2.
Oh, they don't even get 3 referees for the games?
Oh,
my goodness.
NBA just said, hey, we're not going to.
What time is it now? What time?
We don't want to pay another pension. We're only going to give them 2 referees.
What about the cheerleaders?
Oh, they ugly now. They used to be good looking. Now the cheerleaders.
I gotta leave. I'm off the set. I gotta leave the set, man.
So although Chuck is easily the most entertaining person on the crew, at least in my opinion, he wouldn't be nearly as funny without the help from the rest of the cast and crew, helping him out and everything. Just being there with him. Chuck is just a joke-telling machine. He's telling jokes without even knowing it, doing it subconsciously. He's just a funny individual overall. That, combined with his storytelling ability, honesty, confidence, and great teammates makes him the most entertaining person to watch on TV. I have been a fan of Charles Barkley ever since I started watching Inside the NBA, which is my favorite show, by the way, and I hope to continue to see him give his basketball insight while also entertaining people for years to come. And yeah, that's gonna be it for me, boys and girls. Thanks for watching. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. All right.
La 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 la.